Have you guys ever wondered what would happen if the Masters played entire matches during the NEL? During the NEL, we witnessed that the Master Strikers were allowed to participate for 3 minutes, and in that limited time, they managed to make a huge impact on the game's outcome. In the match against FC Barka, Bastard Munchen's Noel managed to score, and even Lavinho scored a goal, which significantly impacted the game. Now, what if both of them were playing the entire time? How would that impact the storyline? And who would come out on top if something like that happened? The rest of the story will progress like the original timeline as Ego announces the beginning of the NEL Egoist League, and all the players are given the opportunity to join the team they want. The players choose the teams, with Isagi and Kunigami joining Bastard Munchen, Barcha joining FC Barka, Shido and Rin choosing PXG, and Nagi choosing Manshine City. The story progresses, and all of them reach their respective training grounds. Isagi also reaches the Bastard Munchen training facility, where the story progresses just like the original timeline, and Isagi fails to make it to the starting 11. Their first match is against FC Barka, Botchra's team. In the original timeline, Lavinho and Noel joined the match later on, and both of them scored a goal. However, in this timeline, both of them are starting the match. Right from kickoff, it was clear. This match wasn't about the regular players anymore. Noel and Lavinho went head-to-head like titans, controlling the field with unmatched speed and technique. Within minutes, Noah smashed in the opening goal, showcasing his elite level. But Lavinho responded just as quickly, dancing past defenders and curving a shot into the top corner. The score was tied 1-1, and the energy was electric. The younger players on the field struggled to keep up. It was like watching two kings fighting while everyone else tried to survive. Only Kaiser and Botchra managed to keep pace. Botchra, with his flashy dribbling and unpredictable style, managed to create a beautiful give and go with Lavinho, slicing through the defense and scoring. FC Barka took the lead 2-1. Realizing that Kunigami was making little impact, Noel made a surprising move. He subbed in Isagi Yoichi. Isagi had been watching the entire time from the bench, absorbing everything with his own eyes. The moment he stepped onto the pitch, the atmosphere shifted. Unlike the others, Isagi wasn't trying to overpower the Masters. He was reading them. He quickly synced up with Noah, helping him find space through tight passing and positioning. Their chemistry clicked instantly. Isagi delivered a sharp, precise pass into open space, and Noah blasted it into the net. 2-2. The assist was Isagi's, and Noah gave him a rare nod of approval. It was clear, Isagi was not just another player, he was the link between geniuses. As the match pushed into its final minutes, Lavinho started to struggle. His solo style, while flashy, was slowly being broken down by Isagi's analysis. Isagi noticed something. Lavinho had a blind spot when tracking off-ball movement on his left side. He quickly passed this information to Noah during play. Noah received the ball, made a subtle feint that forced Lavinho to react, then used that moment to slip a no-look pass past him. Isagi was already moving, dragging defenders, and opening space. But instead of shooting, Noah calmly passed it to Kaiser. Kaiser didn't hesitate. He struck with Kaiser impact and the ball rocketed into the net. 3-2. Game over. Everyone celebrated the goal, but Noah walked straight to Isagi. "That goal was yours," he said. "You saw what no one else did." Isagi's metavision had changed the game. He had played only part of the match, but in that short time, he proved he could keep up with the best in the world. Besides this, another match was taking place between Ubers and PXG. Ubers, led by Snuffy, are a formidable defensive unit. Both masters had completely different styles. Snuffy was all about structure and control. He believed in a system where every player had a role, a purpose, and a clear route to success. On the other hand, Loki thrived on chaos and creativity. He gave his players freedom to express themselves and leaned into unpredictability, speed, and raw talent. With these two philosophies clashing, the match kicked off with intense energy. Right from the start, Snuffy took control of the midfield. His tight passing, vision, and calm presence allowed Ubers to move the ball smoothly. He found a perfect gap and sent a clean-through ball to one of his strikers, who slotted it in for the opening goal. Ubers took the lead 1-0. But PXG didn't stay down for long. Loki and Rin Itoshi immediately kicked into high gear. Rin read the defense like a book, while Loki's speed and technique tore through Uber's structure. Within minutes, PXG turned the tide with 2 quick goals, putting themselves in front, 2-1. Uber's defense, known for its strength, was being pushed to the edge trying to contain Loki's explosive style. Snuffy stayed calm. He knew he had to adjust. He pulled back control of the midfield and slowed the pace of the game. Possession returned to Ubers, and they began creating chances, but their forwards kept failing to convert. Snuffy realized that they needed someone with a killer instinct. Then came a surprising move. Snuffy subbed in Barro. The moment he touched the ball, the energy shifted. Within a few plays, he received a sharp pass near the box, took a single step, and blasted the ball into the net. The score was now 2-2, and the Ubers were back in the fight. As the match progressed, both teams gave everything. PXG kept trying to break through, but Lorenzo, Ryu, and the Ubers defense locked down hard. Loki, who was untouchable in the first half, suddenly found himself cornered. He was completely marked by defenders, including Lorenzo. On the other hand, Snuffy was completely dominating the midfield and not allowing Rin or Shido to make any moves. Then, in the final minutes, he saw it. He slipped a brilliant pass through a narrow space between two defenders. Barro was already there. Without hesitation, he fired. Clinical, cold, ruthless. Goal! 3-2. Ubers win. Snuffy's Ubers had completely dominated PXG in the second half of the game. With Barro's inclusion, they got the only thing they were lacking and finished the game. Despite the firepower in their lineup, PXG failed to break through Uber's defense and structure and lost. After this, it is time for Bastard Munchen versus Manshine City. After his impressive performance in the previous game, Isagi Yoichi finally earned his place in the starting 11. The pressure was high, but Isagi was ready. The match kicked off with a burst of energy. Ryo Mikage, who had been steadily growing throughout the league, wasted no time showing off his upgraded skills. He went for an early goal, weaving through defenders using his physicality and his vision. But when it came time to finish, he missed the mark. Bastard Munchen took the ball, and that's when the tide began to shift. Noel and Isagi immediately began controlling the game from the midfield. With perfect positioning and sharp passes, they broke through Manshine's lines. It didn't take long before the two connected for a brilliant play. Isagi found Noah on the edge of the box, and with a shift 1-2, the ball was back at Noah's feet. He didn't hesitate. Bang! Goal! Bastard Munchen took the lead early, 1-0. But Manshine City wasn't backing down. Chris Prince, the flamboyant master striker of Manshine, stepped up. He knew what he was capable of. And now it was his turn to respond. Chris linked up with Nagi Seishiro and Ryo, forming a deadly triangle. Chris's off-ball movement created space. Ryo provided the key pass, and Nagi's trap was perfect. Nagi caught the ball mid-air and delivered a cool finish past the keeper. 1-1. Game on. Fueled by the desire to prove himself, Kaiser picked up the pace and began linking up with Noah. As expected, Noah is more tilted toward Kaiser, as his speed, technique, and offensive instincts fit Noel's playstyle better than Isagi's calculated approach. With their explosive connection, Kaiser and Noah broke through Manshine City's defense, combining sharp passes and aggressive positioning. Kaiser finished the attack with a clinical strike, scoring another goal. The score was now 2-1 in favor of Bastard Munchen. Despite the pressure, Manshine City didn't back down. Both teams kept launching attacks, but neither could find another opening. Every time Noah pushed forward, Chris Prince stood in his way. The battle between them was epic. With everything going on, Isagi felt hopeless. He realized that Noah was focusing more on Kaiser because their playstyles were similar. Kaiser was shining. Noah trusted him more, and once again, Isagi found himself falling behind. But we all know our GOAT is Isagi. When Chris initiated another swift counterattack alongside Nagi, it looked dangerous. Nagi delivered a precise pass toward Chris, setting him up for a clear shot. But Isagi had seen everything. His metavision kicked in. And just as Chris was about to take the shot, Isagi appeared out of nowhere and intercepted it, completely stopping the play and humiliating the master striker. From that moment on, Isagi took full control over the midfield. He read every lane, anticipated every movement, and disrupted every attempt Manshine tried to make. Chris, known for his dominant presence, struggled to even move freely. Isagi had him figured out. Every time he made a run, Isagi was already there. Meanwhile, Noah took full advantage of the chaos Isagi created. With Manshine City unable to regain rhythm, Noah burst through their crumbling defense, overpowering them completely. He led Bastard Munchen like a true master, and Manshine City was left in shambles. In the final minutes, there was no comeback. The match ended with Bastard Munchen winning 3-1. Thanks to the combined efforts of Kaiser's brilliance, Noah's dominance, and most of all, Isagi's evolution. He had gone from being outshined to shutting down one of the greatest players in the world. Isagi didn't score in this game, but he didn't need to. He had already proven his worth by controlling everything from the shadows. Noah's presence had a huge impact on Isagi's growth as he felt the need to do something. His rivalry with Kaiser had more meaning, and he progressed a lot faster compared to the original timeline. Let me know if you guys want a part 2 for this series.